Hey, it's Andrew Wood back with another Thrift Store Finds. I'm going to be going over the items of the last week that I acquired from thrift stores and flea markets. I pretty much just buy toys for my son. Every once in a while I might find something else there at the scented candles or something for my wife like that. But I find thrift stores are a great way to be consciously recycling and not allowing these items just to go to waste. You can find a lot of great and even brand new stuff in both thrift stores and flea markets. There are two Goodwills near me and a bargain box and a flea market over in Newport News that I go to fairly regularly with my son. Something to get him out of the house and just walk around and do. I find it kind of enjoyable. It's particularly when I see all these old toys from back when I was a kid and they're still in a fairly decent condition. So I like to take them out. So I'm going to go over first. I got two bags from the Goodwill down in Newport News today. Slightly larger than like Ziploc size bags, actually a good bit larger, maybe twice that size. Each of them was $3.25, so we get a total of $6.50 plus tax. And I'm going to show what I acquired in these bags. First of all, they're all sealed tight, so you can't really take a good look at the toys. So you get a few busted things in there that are junk. There's a Transformer here that he's like I don't know, he's going to go in the garbage. There's something like missing from him. I can't even really take a good look at it. This is a dragon here. He's missing one of his wings. He is missing his tail. He is a Mega Bloks, which means he's basically a normal toy. I don't know like how they did this, but my son's got a bunch of these. You can just stick a Lego type man up here, and otherwise he's okay. We have some extra pieces for these things. I'm going to kind of throw him up in the extra pieces box, and some of his parts might be cannibalized for other things. There was, of course, also the always present Happy Meal toys in the bag. This guy, don't know who he is. He's probably going back to Goodwill and a recontributions box. And a toy from Avatar, again, Happy Meal. No, I'm interested in those for my son. There's these guys, the two of them. Don't know what they are. Getting rid of them. There's a little pirate here with a stand, also kind of junk. It's kind of like a color army man sort of. So I'll probably keep that one for my son to play with. There were these for Star Wars figure. There's like two Wookiees. I don't know exactly what these are called, Hero Clicks or whatever. I know people like this stuff. The Star Wars Mace Windu, like the Star Wars stuff. I buy a lot of things in these big bags, different lots. I'll buy on someone's entire table at the flea market sometimes of toys. So I get a lot of junky stuff, and sometimes I get a lot of these things. A lot of times I just throw them away or give them to Goodwill. A lot of them I've been saving up in the Star Wars or the Marvel comic stuff or whatever to put them in lots and try to resell them, recoup a little bit of the money. We got this huge gun. It's actually so big that none of the characters, even the Hulk that I'm going to be showing you in a minute, it's too big for all of them. I don't know what it went to, but it's going up in the attic in this huge bag I have of extra parts. Particularly when you get from, a lot of the toys won't have their original equipment with them. So but sometimes there'll be other pieces of equipment in the bag, so I just throw them up in a bag for my son. There were also, on the less cool stuff, there were these four guys. I don't know what the names of them are. They're okay. They're they strike me as generic, kind of crappy G.I. Joe type guys without as many joints or movability. This guy, there's a cop maybe, riot gear, and I don't know what this. I had to take another look at him. So those guys, I don't like play with them in a sandbox or something. This guy's from some movie. I don't know what movie, but I can tell from the markings on him. I'm going to do a little research work on these, I guess. There's two of the same one here. These are both Anakin Skywalkers from the new movies, I guess. There's two of them. There's two of the same guy. They're both pretty good. This is another Anakin Skywalker. He's got one of those lightsabers supposed to go all the way up his arm, but the lightsaber is absent. Again, all of this is in the same bag for $6.50 plus tax. There's an Obi-Wan Kenobi, the young Obi-Wan Kenobi. There is this guy. I don't know what side he's supposed to have been on, but he's one of the characters you don't really care about. But he's in there. There is this Darth Maul. He does not have his double-bladed lightsaber. Darth Maul there. There is Darth Vader. He has his lightsaber with him. He has his cape. He looks absolutely brand new. I mean, just brand new. There is Princess Leia. Her outfit's so white you might not actually be able to see her very well. There is one of the really colored up stormtroopers. I know online I was looking to buy my son some stormtroopers, but I keep finding them now. and online. These Stormtrooper stuff are a lot. And even cooler than a Stormtrooper, the Royal Guard, I think they're called. If I got the name wrong, I'm crucified. I'm not really a big Star Wars guy, but he has the other than Star Wars role playing game. I do like that. He just flips up. It's cool looking. Okay. Again, we're still in the same bag for $6.50 plus tax. Let me know how you think I did on that. Here's a car. It's tagged DC. It's DC Comics. I have no idea what this is. If anyone knows, please leave a comment. I would like to know what this is. It's kind of for, I guess, a smaller figure. The little pieces here come up, go back. Don't have any idea what it is. If anyone knows, please leave me a comment. There is a smaller Spider-Man that I wasn't too impressed with. He's probably going to go. I don't know, around mother-in-law's house maybe. I have to supply toys for my father and mother-in-law watch them sometimes, so I have lots of toys over there for my son to play with. There's a Green Goblin. It's actually kind of one of the larger ones. It's kind of hard to tell the size because the bigger ones have to hold further back. But he's pretty large. He's well articulated. It's a nice toy. There's a Sabretooth. Unfortunately, he's missing one of his thumbs, but he's really articulated. He's even bigger than that Green Goblin. He's the second biggest of the toys in there. He looks like he needs to be washed too. Otherwise, he's still pretty good. There is a really small. This is the smallest one of them. A really small Hobgoblin, but he is like he looks brand new. There is a Dr. Octopus here. I don't know. He's not really too impressive to me. Doesn't have too many joints or anything. So, well, my son likes Dr. Octopus. There's a Batman. He doesn't have his cape. There are two more Spider-Mans. This one, my son has literally about 30, maybe even more Spider-Man toys, and that's no hyperbole. That's been quite serious. This is the most buff, most ripped up Spider-Man I have seen. He looks like he's on a tremendous amount of steroids. I don't know if Scott Steiner's his personal coach, but he's kind of huge there. This one, if I can get him all worked out right, he has so many joints on him. This guy, he looks brand new. His outfit is just kind of like supposed to look torn up. He's really well articulated, and I think this is, he looks really nice. This is a toy he didn't have. I think this guy's name is Brainiac. I might be wrong. He's DC Comics. He looks pretty good too. So it was nice to pick another one. He has more Marvel than DC stuff. So when I see that, it's nice. This is, I think, Spawn. If it's not Spawn, it's something from the Todd McFarlane line. He looks kind of like Spawn. I don't read that stuff, really, any comics too much, but I don't know. He looks neat, and again, $6.50 for everything I'm showing here. There's this big Batman. He's like in some kind of mech outfit or something. He's really articulated. He has like some kind of hand cannon here. It's cool looking. There is a Hulk who is pretty much perfect, except just like Sabretooth, he's missing a thumb. This guy is huge. He's the biggest. I have to hold him a little bit back here, actually. He's the biggest of the toys that I've showed you this so far. Oh, do you remember? I also this is like some kind of dragon thing. Its tail moves, its arms move. It's got like a little fire thing. I think it can do something with that. I haven't really messed with it though. And remember all this, and I'm going to show you the last toy and all this grouping. All this was only $6.50 plus tax. Again, let me know what you think of that. This toy looks absolutely brand new, and I've seen these in the packages. They're $15 toys, I believe, if I recall correctly. And I believe this is from the same line as those. He's quite big. You can see that's of course Godzilla. He has the old school gimmicks on his back. My son was real happy when he saw that. He likes Godzilla. So all that, everything I just showed you was $6.50. Now, granted, there are a few dozen throwaways in there, but overall, I think that was really good for $6.50. That was 2 whole bags. Opened up at the Goodwill in Yorktown this week. I got 5 boxes of Valentines. They were $1.99 plus tax for all of these, all 5 of them. They have around 30 Valentines each. They're different. There's Toy Story 3, SpongeBob SquarePants, which I've actually never seen. The little Mr. and Men's series. It's like when I was a kid. Maybe some of you remember that. Star Wars. So all that. I have a pretty big house, so I just throw it all up in the attic. I think they retail there for like $3 each. So that's going to save a little money next year. I got in this Batman outfit. It's $1.25. It's a Batman mask. The outfit, it has the whole printing on the front of it. It's got the cape. Everything's in there. There's an old woman at the flea market that sells toys. I think it might be her way of making income. So I always go by and I'll buy something for her. Although it ends up being a little more expensive than the stuff I typically find on my own. But she had these toys in the bags, and I bought this. She's somebody from Marvel. If you know who she is, let me know. I think she might be Alpha Flight, although I've never read that. I just have a vague idea what it is. She came with a gun, which is not apparently her gun. She looks pretty good. I paid $2 for her. There's this girl who I also paid $2 for. I don't know who she is either. If you can see her and she's kind of purple skinned. She looks kind of like an elf. I don't know who she is though. If you let me know, I appreciate it. She has a cloak on. She has this. This actually comes off, like she comes completely out of here. It's like some kind of trap thing for her. I thought she was kind of cool. The cooler of the two. So I paid $2 each for those. I also only paid $1 for this one from the same woman. This is the Scorpion. His tail like completely moves around. It's awesome. My son absolutely loved this when he saw it. He's been playing with this like all day. Scorpion. It's a freaking huge tail there. It was $1. Each of these was $1. This is either Bebop or Rocksteady. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out right at the end of when I was watching cartoons as a kid, so I only watched a few episodes of it ever, so I don't really know the characters that well. But I know he was one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and he's the Rhinoceros Man. He looks in very good shape, and he's from the old original line. This is a Foot Soldier or Foot Ninja. I don't know exactly what the thing is, but he's the generic like jobber bad guy for them. And he was just $1, so why not? I got this. This is actually quite bigger than the other toys I just showed you. And he has like a little thing on the back that can pull him, and he is from a show that came out in 1992 called Conan the Adventurer, which I've actually been watching recently with my son. It is they